Welcome to Africa Revealed, the channel that celebrates the beauty, diversity, and grandeur of the African continent. Today, I'm taking you on a unique journey through all 54 African countries, from coast to coast, north to south, east to west. Get ready to discover fascinating facts about each African country, because our continent is full of wonders. If you're new, subscribe and turn on notifications so you don't miss anything. Our journey through Africa begins at the continent's tip, in South Africa, a country of history, diversity, and resilience. It's the land of Nelson Mandela, a universal symbol of freedom. The country boasts breathtaking landscapes, from the Cape of Good Hope to the Drakensberg Mountains and the Kruger Savannah. Johannesburg, the economic hub, is a melting pot of cultures and energies. South Africa embodies the idea of a rainbow nation, where 11 official languages and diverse traditions coexist. Despite its persistent inequalities, the country is moving forward, driven by a creative and audacious youth. Its music, cinema, and sports showcase the entire continent. South Africa reflects the continent's challenges and promises. Complex, beautiful, powerful, and inspiring. From the southern tip of the continent, we now head north to Algeria, the largest country on the continent. Here, the Sahara stretches as far as the eye can see, covering nearly 80% of the territory. Between golden dunes, peaceful oases, and ancient cities like Gardia and Tamanrasset, Algeria is a fascinating blend of history and nature. But beyond the desert, the country abounds with cultural treasures inherited from Berber, Arab, Ottoman, and French civilizations. Algiers, the White City, overlooks the Mediterranean with its sunlit alleyways. Algeria is also an energy giant. Its gas and oil reserves are among the largest in Africa. Behind this natural wealth lies a creative, dynamic youth, ready to redefine the future of a country that was once the heart of the anti-colonial resistance. Algeria is Africa that breathes the pride and depth of its history. Heading southwest, we arrive in Angola, a country of striking contrasts between urban modernity and rural traditions. Its capital, Luanda, located on the Atlantic coast, is one of the most expensive cities in the world, a symbol of the oil boom that transformed the country after decades of civil war. But behind the skyscrapers and traffic jams, Angola hides spectacular natural wonders: the Kalangala Falls, one of the highest in Africa, and the wild Namib coast. Angola is also about dance, music, and kizomba, a rhythm born here and now a global phenomenon. Angolan culture, proud and vibrant, celebrates the resilience of a people who have risen from the ashes of war to rebuild their dignity. A country of energy, youth, and promise, where natural wealth blends with human warmth. Let's head to West Africa, to Benin, the cradle of the kingdom of Dahomey and the Voodoo religion. Here, history and spirituality intertwine. In Ouida, Voodoo ceremonies still resonate with mystical energy, and the temples dedicated to nature spirits recall an ancestral practice. Benin is also a land of art and memory. The traces of the slave trade are preserved there as a testament and a duty to remember. Today, Benin stands out for its political stability and economic dynamism. Under the leadership of Patrice Talon, Cotonou and Porto Novo are experiencing visible growth. The country is investing in infrastructure, tourism, and culture. Benin is a traditional yet modern Africa, deeply rooted in its identity. A place where the past and the future meet. Heading south to Botswana, one of Africa's models of success and good governance. Since its independence, this landlocked country has built a robust economy based on the transparent management of its resources, particularly diamonds. Botswana is also home to one of the world's most beautiful ecosystems, the Okavango Delta, an oasis of life in the heart of the desert. A UNESCO World Heritage Site, this natural sanctuary is a paradise for elephants, lions, antelopes, and thousands of birds. Botswana is living proof that a prosperous, stable, and environmentally conscious Africa is possible. Here, tradition and modernity coexist harmoniously. A country that inspires and demonstrates that the most precious wealth lies not in diamonds, but in the wisdom of its people. In the heart of West Africa, Burkina Faso, the land of upright men, embodies dignity and resilience. Its capital Ouagadougou is much more than an administrative center. It is a vibrant city, the cradle of African cinema and a symbol of popular courage. The country is currently led by Captain Ibrahim Traoré, an emblematic figure of a new African generation determined to break with neo-colonialism and defend the continent's sovereignty. Among Burkina Faso's peoples, the Gurunsi stand out for their rich culture and magnificent houses decorated with geometric patterns, true works of traditional art. The country also shines with its textile industry, notably with the famous Faso Dan Fani, a local hand-woven fabric that has become a symbol of identity and national pride. From Ouagadougou to the Gurunsi villages, Burkina Faso moves forward with determination, faithful to its revolutionary heritage and its dream of a free and united Africa. We now head to East Africa, to Burundi, a small green country nestled in the heart of the Great Lakes region. Often overlooked, Burundi is nevertheless brimming with exceptional natural and cultural riches. Lake Tanganyika, one of the deepest and oldest lakes in the world, borders its shores and sustains daily life. Burundi is also known as one of the places where the Nile originates. Here, the verdant hills, the royal drums, and ancestral traditions tell the story of a proud and deeply rooted people. Despite political and economic hardships, Burundi retains a spirit of peace and simple beauty. It is a land of music, smiles, and hope, where each sunrise over the hills promises an African renewal. Located in the Atlantic Ocean, Cape Verde is an archipelago of 10 volcanic islands, each with its own distinct character. The golden sands of Sal's beaches contrast sharply with the rugged mountains of Santo Antão. This small country, lacking significant natural resources, has nonetheless forged a strong identity rooted in its diaspora. More than half of Cape Verdeans live abroad, particularly in Europe and the United States, but maintain an unbreakable bond with their native islands. Cape Verde is also a land of music. Morna, sung by the legendary Cesaria Evora, embodies the country's nostalgia and gentleness. Politically stable and committed to sustainable tourism, Cabo Verde is a symbol of balance between African tradition and Portuguese influence. A peaceful, welcoming, and outward-looking island Africa, where the poetic wind of the Atlantic still blows. Nicknamed Africa in miniature, Cameroon embodies the continent's diversity. From the tropical beaches of Kribi to the northern mountains, and the dense forests of the Congo Basin, it boasts nearly every African landscape. But Cameroon's true wealth lies in its people. More than 250 ethnic groups and languages coexist, forming a unique cultural mosaic. The country is also a sporting powerhouse, famous for its indomitable lions, who have left their mark on the history of African football. In Douala and Yaoundé, the youth are bursting with energy, fueled by entrepreneurship, urban music, and local innovations. Beyond the hustle and bustle, Cameroon retains a calm and proud soul, rooted in tradition. It is a country where the mountains speak, where drums resonate, and where every smile reminds us that Africa is multifaceted, complex, and profoundly beautiful. At the heart of the African continent lies the Central African Republic, a country often overlooked but possessing raw beauty and incredible natural wealth. Here, nature reigns supreme. Rainforests, powerful rivers, and wildlife create a still pristine landscape. The country is home to rare diamonds, including the legendary Blue Diamond of Birao, one of the most precious in the world. But the true wealth of the Central African Republic lies in its courageous and united people, who, despite the hardships, maintain an incomparable warmth. Bangui, its capital, pulsates with the rhythm of markets, songs, and daily hopes. Beyond the crises, the Central African Republic is a hidden treasure, a green heart at the center of the continent, symbolizing African resilience. Where others see only fragility, the Central African people see a future to rebuild, with faith, courage, and determination. Located between Madagascar and the African coast, the Comoros captivates with its natural beauty, white sand beaches, majestic volcanoes, and turquoise lagoons. But the country's treasure lies hidden in a small flower, the ylang ylang. Used in the world's finest perfumes, this botanical gold is a source of pride for the Comorians. The archipelago is a fascinating blend of African, Arab, and Malagasy influences, evident in its language, music, and architecture. Despite its modest size, the Comoros embodies a gentle way of life and spirituality. The country is moving forward slowly but proudly, driven by a youth aware of its identity and potential. The Comoros reminds us that the wealth of a people is not measured in gold, but in culture, hospitality, and inner beauty. On the north bank of the Great Congo River, Brazzaville sprawls, proud and serene. The Republic of Congo is a land of contrasts, lush forests, open savannas, and vibrant urban cultures. But one of its most famous symbols remains SAP, the Society of Ambianceurs and Elegant People. These men, known as sapeurs, transform the art of dressing well into a true philosophy of life, blending elegance, pride, and creativity. Beyond style, it is a form of cultural resistance, a message of African dignity. Congo is also an ecological sanctuary, home to gorillas, elephants, and exceptional biodiversity. Despite economic challenges, the country remains animated by a great cultural vitality. Between drums, dances, and colors, Congo-Brazzaville embodies a refined, joyful Africa, deeply aware of its inner beauty. On the other side of the river lies the Democratic Republic of Congo, a giant with seemingly endless resources. The country boasts some of the richest soils in the world: copper, cobalt, gold, coltan, all strategic minerals for the global economy. But the DRC is more than that. It is also a land of powerful music. Congolese rumba, inscribed on UNESCO's Intangible Cultural Heritage list, gets the whole continent dancing. The Congo River, the deepest in the world, flows through spectacular landscapes and sustains the lives of millions of people. In Kinshasa, one of the world's largest French-speaking cities, creativity abounds. Fashion, art, humor, innovation. Despite the wounds of the past, the DRC remains a symbol of African grandeur, a sleeping giant ready to awaken and reclaim its place as the continent's cultural and economic leader. We return to West Africa, to Ivory Coast, a country that is both modern and deeply rooted in its culture. The world's leading cocoa producer, Ivory Coast literally feeds the world with chocolate. But beyond its plantations, the country shines with its music, art, and creativity. From Abidjan, the pearl of the lagoons, rise the sounds of coupé décalé, a symbol of a bold and proud youth. Yamoussoukro, its political capital, is home to the Basilica of Our Lady of Peace, one of the largest churches in the world. Ivory Coast is a land of contrasts, urban modernity and ancestral traditions, a dynamic economy and legendary hospitality. Despite the hardships of the past, it has risen again with strength, becoming a regional economic powerhouse. Here, the word resilience takes on its full meaning. Ivory Coast is Africa that is optimistic, confident, and full of promise. At the crossroads of Africa and the Middle East, Djibouti is a small, strategically important country bordered by the Red Sea and the Gulf of Aden. This desert and volcanic territory fascinates with its lunar landscapes. Lake Assal, located 155 meters below sea level, is the lowest point in Africa and one of the saltiest lakes in the world. Here, the salt sparkles under a relentless sun, creating an almost supernatural beauty. But Djibouti is not just a mineral desert. It is also a crossroads of cultures, Arab, African, Somali, and French, where nomadic traditions meet modern port life. Its geographical position makes it an important military base, but also a booming economic center. Behind its arid appearance, Djibouti is a land of passage, peace, and opportunity, where the hospitality of its people shines brightly amidst the rock and the scorching desert wind. Let's travel back to the northeast of the continent, where Africa meets the Mediterranean Sea and the Nile. Egypt, land of the pharaohs, has fascinated people for millennia. The pyramids of Giza, the temples of Luxor, and the mysteries of the Valley of the Kings recall the grandeur of a civilization that has left its mark on humanity. But Egypt is not just about its glorious past. The Nile, a source of life, continues to nourish millions of people, connecting the fields of Upper Egypt to the major cities of the north. Cairo, a bustling metropolis, blends modernity and tradition. Modern Egypt is looking to the future, investing in energy, tourism, and infrastructure. This country is the bridge between Africa and the Arab world, a symbol of history and renewal. On the shores of the Red Sea, Eritrea is a discrete country, yet one deeply marked by its history. After a long struggle for independence, achieved in 1993, it embodies African tenacity and resilience. Its capital, Asmara, is an architectural gem, a UNESCO World Heritage Site. Its Art Deco style, inherited from the Italian period, has earned it the nickname, the Little Rome of Africa. The streets of Asmara, lined with retro cafes, evoke a bygone era. But behind the beauty, Eritrea remains a country in search of balance, between ancient traditions and modern aspirations. Its proud and hard-working people preserve a unique culture, blending African and Mediterranean influences. Bordered by mountains, plains, and sea, Eritrea is a little-known mysterious Africa, yet one of rare depth. A land of strong identity, where the dignity of its people is its greatest treasure. Let's now travel south and stop in Eswatini, formerly Swaziland. Nestled between South Africa and Mozambique, Eswatini is one of Africa's last traditional kingdoms. Here, the king still plays a central role in political and cultural life. Despite its small size, Eswatini has a big soul. green mountains, fertile valleys, nature reserves, and living traditions. Every year, the famous Amlanga, or reed dance, brings together thousands of young women in homage to the Queen Mother. A colorful spectacle, a symbol of purity and respect for customs. Eswatini blends modernity with pride in its roots. Its warm and culture-loving people make this country a haven of peace in a region that is often turbulent. Behind its traditional monarchy, Eswatini is slowly evolving towards a more open and dynamic society, without denying its identity. It is an African kingdom on a human scale, where nature and tradition still go hand in hand. Ethiopia, a jewel of the Horn of Africa, is a unique country in the continent's history. It is the only African country to have truly escaped European colonization, a symbol of unwavering pride and resistance. Populated by men and women of great beauty and fascinating diversity, Ethiopia shines with its culture. Its rock-hewn churches in Lalibela, built in the 12th century, bear witness to a profound faith and extraordinary architectural skill. Ethiopia has its own alphabet, its own ancient language, Amharic, and even its own calendar, which is about 7 years behind the Gregorian calendar, proof of its cultural independence. The birthplace of coffee, the country celebrates the coffee festival every day, a sacred social ritual where the aromas of freedom and brotherhood are shared. A symbol of success and excellence, Ethiopian Airlines is today the largest airline in Africa and one of the most respected in the world. Addis Ababa, the capital of Ethiopia and headquarters of the African Union, is nicknamed the diplomatic capital of Africa. Perched at an altitude of over 2,300 meters, it is home to the continent's most important institutions and reflects African unity and renaissance. Following the equator, we arrive in Gabon, a country where forests cover nearly 80% of the territory. A true green lung of Africa, it is home to thousands of animal and plant species, some of which are endemic. Gabon has made the bold choice to preserve its environment, transforming part of its territory into national parks. Its capital, Libreville, stands elegantly on the Atlantic coast. Libreville is also home to one of the region's largest shipyards. Gabonese cuisine reflects the richness of its land. Fresh fish, cassava, cocoa leaves, plantains, a blend of Bantu and coastal traditions that creates a warm, generous, and authentically African culinary identity. Economically, the country relies on its natural resources, notably oil, which constitutes a large part of its revenue, and manganese, of which Gabon is one of the world's leading producers. Christianity plays a significant role in Gabonese society, the result of a long history of missionary influence, but it coexists harmoniously with local spiritual traditions. The Gambia, a tiny strip of land almost entirely surrounded by Senegal, is the smallest country on the African continent. Bisected by the Gambia River, this nation nevertheless possesses immense cultural wealth. Banjul, its capital, and the riverside villages live to the rhythm of the water, between fishing, agriculture, and trade. The country is famous for its legendary hospitality, its smiles, and its music. The kora, an emblematic instrument of West Africa, resonates here like a melody from the heart. The Gambia is also a popular tourist destination, with its fine sandy beaches and abundant wildlife. Despite its size, it has managed to maintain a rare political stability in the region. Here, the good life blends with the pride of belonging to an authentically African land. The Gambia proves that the greatness of a country is not measured by its size, but by the warmth of its people. The first sub-Saharan African country to gain its independence in 1957, Ghana remains a symbol of freedom and African leadership. Under Kwame Nkrumah, it paved the way for numerous Pan-African movements. Today, the country blends tradition and modernity. Accra, its capital, is a vibrant cultural and technological hub, where African fashion, music, and entrepreneurship are boldly expressed. Ghana is also a major producer of cocoa, gold, and bauxite. But beyond its economy, it is its proud identity that impresses. Colorful festivals and Akan drums tell a story spanning millennia. Ghana is a confident Africa, aware of its worth, ready to inspire the rest of the continent. A country where the glorious past of Pan-Africanism is intertwined with the youthful energy of a nation looking to the future. Nestled on the west coast of Africa, Guinea is often called the Water Tower of West Africa, because it is home to the sources of major rivers such as the Niger, the Senegal, and the Gambia. Its natural landscape is exceptionally rich. Mountains, rainforests, and savannas blend harmoniously. Conakry, its capital, is a vibrant city where music and dance set the rhythm of daily life. The country is rich in natural resources, notably bauxite, of which it holds one of the world's largest deposits. But beyond minerals, Guinea is a land of history and culture. It played a major role in the struggle for African independence, particularly under Sékou Touré, one of the great leaders of Pan-Africanism. Guinea is a proud, deeply rooted, and promising part of Africa, where young people dream of transforming natural wealth into lasting prosperity. Small but steeped in history, Guinea-Bissau is a coastal country bordered by an archipelago of over 80 magnificent islands, the Bajagos. These islands, a UNESCO Biosphere Reserve, are home to exceptional wildlife, including marine hippos and sea turtles. Bissau-Guinean culture is deeply rooted in traditions and music, particularly gum, a captivating rhythm that reflects the lives of the people. Bissau, the capital, is a blend of colonial charm and vibrant African energy. Despite economic challenges, Guinea-Bissau remains a symbol of cultural resilience and unspoiled natural beauty. The Bajagos, with their matriarchal societies, are a unique treasure. Here, nature and traditions coexist in harmony, a reminder that some parts of Africa have managed to preserve their authenticity in the face of modernity. It is a discrete country, but one of rare human richness. Now we head towards the third Guinea, and we land in Equatorial Guinea. It's a small country in Central Africa located on the Atlantic coast. It consists of a mainland, called Rio Muni, and several islands, the main one being Bioko, where the political capital Malabo is located. Its population, relatively small compared to its size, is made up of various ethnic groups, notably the Fang on the mainland and the Bubi on the island of Bioko. A former Spanish colony, it is now the only country in Africa where Spanish is the dominant official language. The discovery of oil in the 1990s transformed the economy. High incomes, modernized infrastructure, but deep inequalities persist between the elites and the population. The Tower of Freedom dominates the waterfront of Bata and has quickly become one of the most iconic monuments in Equatorial Guinea. Built in 2011, it welcomes nearly 5,000 visitors a year. Its main attraction is its rotating restaurant, located 68 meters high, offering a panoramic view of the sea and the city. A popular place for locals and tourists to relax. Heading east, Kenya emerges as one of Africa's jewels. The birthplace of the safari, this country is a vibrant celebration of nature. From the plains of the Masai Mara to the snow-capped peaks of Mount Kenya, every landscape speaks of the continent's majesty. Nairobi, its capital, is a dynamic metropolis, a symbol of modern Africa. Kenya is also home to some of the world's greatest marathon runners, who draw their strength from the highlands of the Rift Valley. But beyond sport and tourism, it is a country deeply attached to its traditions. The Maasai and Samburu peoples, with their colorful clothing and ancestral way of life, remind us of the importance of African identity. Kenya is the face of a proud Africa, harmoniously balancing modernity, nature, and culture. A land where every sunrise over the savannah seems to promise a future full of hope. Perched in the mountains of southern Africa, Lesotho is an extraordinary country. It is the only one in the world whose entire territory lies above 1,400 meters in altitude. Nicknamed the Kingdom in the Sky, it is entirely surrounded by South Africa. The proud and hospitable Basotho people have preserved a unique culture, symbolized by the famous hat and the traditional blanket worn with elegance. Lesotho draws much of its energy from the rivers that flow down from its mountains, feeding the Highlands Project, a network of dams that provides water and electricity to the region. Despite its size, this small kingdom is a lesson in resilience and balance with nature. Its spectacular landscapes, living traditions, and mountain identity make it an unsung gem of the continent. On the Atlantic coast of West Africa, Liberia is a country with a unique history. Founded in the 19th century by former African-American slaves who returned from America, it became Africa's first independent republic in 1847. Its flag is reminiscent of that of the United States, a symbol of this particular origin. Monrovia, its capital, is named after the American President James Monroe. But beyond its history, Liberia is a land of rainforests, wild beaches, and deep-rooted traditions. The country has experienced difficult times, but its people are known for their strength and optimism. Liberia is gradually being reborn, investing in youth, education, and culture. It is a nation forged in pain, but looking toward the future. A country where Africa has reclaimed its destiny, transforming the past into a source of inspiration and pride. In the north of the continent, bordered by the Mediterranean Sea and the vast expanse of the Sahara Desert, Libya is a country of arid beauty and fascinating history. Once a crossroads of great civilizations, Berber, Greek, Roman, and Arab, it preserves traces of a millennia-old heritage, notably at Leptis Magna. Under Gaddafi, Libya played a major role in African politics, advocating for continental unity. Since then, the country has been striving to regain stability and prosperity. But beyond the turmoil, Libya remains a land of contrasts. Endless dunes, verdant oases, and vibrant coastal cities like Tripoli. Its geographical position makes it a link between Africa and the Mediterranean world. It is a country that reminds us that, even in the heart of the desert, African life, culture, and memory continue to resonate powerfully. Pearl of the Indian Ocean, Madagascar is a unique island, unparalleled in the world for its biodiversity. More than 80% of the species that live there are found nowhere else on Earth. Lemurs, the country's emblem, majestic baobabs, and dense rainforests make up a fascinating ecosystem. The island is home to the spectacular Tsingy de Bemaraha Reserve, a UNESCO World Heritage Site. African and Asian influences blend harmoniously, particularly in the Malagasy language and cuisine. Madagascar is also known as the vanilla capital of the world. The famous bourbon vanilla, sweet, fragrant, and highly sought after, comes primarily from this island. Antananarivo, its capital, is a city perched on hills, full of beauty and energy. Madagascar is also a land of ancestral traditions. The Famadahana ritual, or turning of the bones, is a ritual where families exhume the deceased, wrap them in new shrouds, and dance with them. Madagascar, with its nature, flavors, and traditions, is a destination of wonder. Small but spectacular, Malawi is often called the warm heart of Africa. Bordered by Lake Malawi, one of the largest and deepest lakes on the continent, it offers breathtakingly beautiful landscapes. This lake, home to more than 700 species of fish, is a global ecological treasure. The people of Malawi, renowned for their kindness and hospitality, make this country a place where you immediately feel at home. Lilongwe, the capital, and Blantyre, the economic hub, symbolize simplicity and a relaxed way of life. The country is increasingly focusing on ecotourism and nature conservation. Despite poverty, Malawi stands out for its political stability and the strength of its community. It is a country that proves that a nation's wealth is not measured in gold, but in the warmth of its people and the beauty of its land. In the heart of West Africa, Mali is a land of legends and history. It was once the center of a powerful empire that radiated across the continent. Timbuktu, a symbol of knowledge and trade, attracted scholars and merchants from all over the world. Ancient manuscripts there bear witness to a time when Africa was an intellectual beacon. The Great Mosque of Djen, a jewel of Mali, is the largest mud brick building in the world. Built of banco, mud brick, it embodies the architectural genius of the Sudanese Sahelian region. Every year, the local population participates in its collective replastering, a unique ritual. A UNESCO World Heritage Site, it symbolizes the history, faith, and cultural identity of Djen. Even today, Malian music, from the griots to contemporary stars like Salif Keita, carries the voice of the Sahel. Despite recent challenges, Mali remains a source of pride for all of Africa. Its people, courageous and attached to their roots, embody the spirit of resistance and African dignity. Here, every drumbeat is a reminder that the history of Africa began long before the colonizers. At the gateway to Europe, Morocco is a bridge between Africa, the Arab world, and the West. From Casablanca to Marrakesh, the country dazzles with its contrasts: the snow-capped Atlas Mountains, the dunes of the Sahara, and imperial cities with labyrinthine Medinas. Morocco is a land of art and craftsmanship, where music, cuisine, and architecture tell centuries of history. Fez, the ancient cultural capital, is home to one of the oldest universities in the world, founded by a woman in the 9th century, Fatima al-Fariya. Morocco also distinguishes itself through its economic leadership and its openness to sub-Saharan Africa. Between tradition and modernity, it is an ambitious nation, rooted in its heritage but looking towards the future. Morocco is North Africa in all its splendor, proud, refined, and deeply rooted. In the heart of the Indian Ocean, Mauritius is a true tropical paradise. Its white sand beaches, turquoise lagoons, and verdant mountains attract travelers from all over the world. But behind this picture-perfect image lies a rich history. Once a French and then British colony, the island has built a harmonious society where African, Indian, Chinese, and European cultures coexist. Port Louis, the capital, embodies this diversity, with its colorful markets and colonial heritage. The Mauritian economy is one of the most dynamic in Africa, based on tourism, finance, and new technologies. Mauritius is living proof that diversity can be a strength. Its warm and hard-working people have transformed this small island into a great island nation, a symbol of African success and multicultural unity. Mauritania, a vast Sahel-Saharan country located between North Africa and Sub-Saharan Africa, is a land of contrasts where endless dunes meet the Atlantic Ocean. Its capital, Nouakchott, once a simple fishing village, is now one of the fastest-growing cities in Africa. Built by its markets, fishing ports, and modern districts, Nouakchott represents the economic and cultural heart of the country, while retaining its own unique, tranquil, desert atmosphere. Mauritanian culture is deeply marked by hospitality and nomadic traditions. One of the most powerful symbols of this identity is Mauritanian tea, an essential social ritual. Prepared in 3 courses: bitter like life, sweet like love, and sugary like death. Tea is prepared with patience, precision, and elegance. Mauritania is also distinguished by its traditional conceptions of beauty. A tradition called leblo involves fattening young girls by feeding them large quantities of food, especially camel milk, millet, and high-calorie porridge. This practice is based on the cultural ideal that a fat woman is more beautiful, more respected, and better prepared for marriage. On Africa's east coast, Mozambique stretches along the Indian Ocean for over 2,000 kilometers. Its idyllic beaches, coral reefs, and pristine islands make it a dream destination. A former Portuguese colony, it endured a war of independence followed by a civil war before courageously rebuilding. In Maputo, the capital, the imposing statue of Samora Machel, the country's first president and a key figure in the revolution, stands at the center of Independence Square. Around the square are administrative and cultural buildings that bear witness to Mozambique's journey toward freedom. Not far from there lies one of the country's most beautiful architectural gems, the Maputo train station. Built in the early 20th century, it impresses with its elegant facade, monumental dome, and colonial style blended with local influences. The capulana, an iconic fabric with vibrant patterns, is worn by both women and men at weddings, traditional ceremonies, or as a symbolic gift. Mozambique is a country where culture, history, and architectural beauty intertwine to create a unique identity. Between the Namib Desert and the Atlantic Ocean, Namibia is a country of striking beauty. The Namib Desert, one of the oldest in the world, offers breathtaking landscapes of red dunes. Far from the hustle and bustle, it is a place of silence and grandeur. Namibia is also an example of successful conservation. More than 40% of its territory is dedicated to nature protection. Windhoek, its capital, is a modern city where European and African influences coexist. The country is sparsely populated but rich in cultural diversity. Namibia is wild Africa in all its splendor, a model of balance between progress and respect for nature. The geographical heart of West Africa, Niger is a country of vast open spaces and courageous people. More than 2/3 of its territory is covered by the Sahara Desert. Despite this, life thrives along the Niger River, the country's lifeblood. Niamey, the capital, has developed as a center for trade and culture. Niger is known for its desert festival in Agadez, where the Tuaregs celebrate their music and nomadic traditions. The Wodab are world-renowned for Jirwool, a festival where men adorn themselves with vibrant makeup, jewelry, and colorful clothing to participate in beauty contests, highlighting their eyes, teeth, and stature. Rich in uranium, the country possesses significant resources and has supplied nuclear power plants for several countries, including France. Yet, despite the wealth of this mineral, local populations have seen little economic benefit, fueling debates about economic neo-colonialism. Today, Niger is seeking greater sovereignty and control over this vital resource so that it truly contributes to national development. A giant of Africa, Nigeria is the continent's most populous country, with over 220 million inhabitants. It is a nation of contrasts and power. Lagos, a vibrant megacity, is the country's economic and cultural heart. Home to Nollywood, the world's second-largest film industry, Nigeria influences the entire continent. Its music, from Fela Kuti to Burna Boy, gets the world dancing. The country is also an oil giant, but it is above all its human energy that impresses. Nigerians are renowned for their ambition, creativity, and business acumen. Between ethnic diversity, political challenges, and a cultural explosion, Nigeria embodies the vitality of modern Africa. A colossus in motion, where every day reinvents the continent's future. Nicknamed the Pearl of Africa by Winston Churchill, Uganda is a land of lakes, volcanoes, and majestic mountains. Murchison Falls, also known as Kabalega Falls, is one of the world's most powerful waterfalls, cascading down at a tremendous volume of water, approximately 300 cubic meters per second, at such high pressure that it shakes the surrounding landscape. Uganda is also home to mountain gorillas, a rare and protected species in the impenetrable forests of Bwindi. Despite a history marked by the dark years of Idi Amin's rule, the country has risen with incredible energy. Kampala, the capital, is a vibrant center of culture and commerce. The warmth, creativity, and optimism of the Ugandan people radiate throughout the country. It is a land of rebirth, where nature, faith, and youth are shaping a promising future. Uganda is a microcosm of Africa's purest essence, life, strength, and natural beauty. Small in size, immense in its transformation, Rwanda is today one of Africa's most admired countries. After the tragic genocide of 1994, it rose from the ashes with exceptional determination. Under the leadership of Paul Kagame, the country has modernized at an impressive pace. Kigali, its capital, has become one of the cleanest and safest cities on the continent. Rwanda is investing in technology, education, and good governance. But behind this success lies a strong identity, that of a people who have chosen reconciliation and progress. The country is also a leading ecotourism destination, thanks to its mountain gorillas and lush landscapes. Rwanda is living proof that Africa can overcome its deepest wounds to become a model of rebirth and hope. Located in the Gulf of Guinea, São Tomé and Príncipe is the smallest Portuguese-speaking country in Africa. This pair of volcanic islands, covered in rainforest, is a true unspoiled paradise. A former Portuguese colony, the country retains a peaceful atmosphere where time seems to stand still. Its black sand beaches, cocoa plantations, and warm hospitality make it a hidden gem. São Tomé cocoa, renowned for its quality, is considered among the best in the world. Despite its small size, the country boasts a rich cultural heritage, a blend of African, Creole, and Portuguese influences. Here, nature reigns supreme, and the simplicity of life evokes an authentic and serene Africa. São Tomé and Príncipe is Africa attuned to the rhythm of the sea, an island where one comes to rediscover the tranquil beauty of the world. At the westernmost tip of the continent, bathed by the Atlantic Ocean, Senegal is a land of culture, music, and spirituality. Dakar, its capital, is a major artistic hub where the rhythm of the sabar drum and the voices of the griots resonate constantly. The country is famous for its political stability and legendary hospitality, the renowned Teranga. Senegal was also a historical center of the slave trade. Gorée Island, a UNESCO World Heritage Site, bears witness to this painful history. But it is also the land of African renewal, from Léopold Sédar Senghor to Youssou N'Dour. Senegalese cuisine is one of the most flavorful and diverse in West Africa. Jollof rice, famous throughout West Africa, has its undisputed origins in Senegal, in the heart of the ancient Jollof Empire, from which it takes its name. Before becoming a regional culinary symbol, this dish was known in Senegal as thé boudin, invented in the 19th century by the Senegalese chef Pendem Bey. Between tradition and modernity, Senegal shines with its intellectual and cultural influence. A dream archipelago in the heart of the Indian Ocean, the Seychelles are synonymous with beauty and natural luxury. Composed of 115 islands, this country is a true ecological sanctuary. Giant tortoises, pristine beaches, and coconut groves make it a legendary destination. But behind the postcards lies a people proud of their African and Creole roots. The Seychelles have carefully preserved their environment, becoming a global model of sustainable tourism. Victoria, the capital, is one of the cleanest cities on the continent and brimming with beauty. The country celebrates diversity in its art, music, and cuisine. Here, every smile seems to say, "Welcome to our home." The Seychelles remind us that Africa is also about gentleness, peace, and harmony with nature. On the Atlantic coast, Sierra Leone is a country with a painful past but a promising future. Once a symbol of the slave trade, then scarred by civil war, the country is rebuilding itself with courage. Freetown, its capital, was founded by freed slaves from all over the world. Today, it radiates vitality, music, and faith. Sierra Leone is also known for its diamonds, sometimes a source of conflict, but now bearers of economic hope. Its golden beaches, rainforests, and vibrant culture make it an emerging destination. The warm and resilient Sierra Leonean people embody an Africa that heals without ever denying its history. Here, every sunrise over the ocean is a symbol of rebirth and pride. Located in the Horn of Africa, Somalia is a land of contrasts and bravery. Despite decades of conflict, its people maintain a strong cultural identity. Somalia's coastline, stretching over 3,000 kilometers, is one of the longest on the continent. A former crossroads of Arab and African trade, Somalia was long a prosperous center in the Indian Ocean. Its language, poetry, and music bear witness to a rich and refined culture. Mogadishu, once known as the White Pearl of the Indian Ocean, is slowly rising from its wounds. Behind the often bleak media image, Somalia hides a proud, poetic people deeply attached to their nomadic traditions. It is a land of courage, where Africa finds its voice even in adversity. Sudan is a vast and fascinating country, situated at the crossroads of North Africa and the Nile Valley. Its capital, Khartoum, is distinguished by the spectacular confluence of the Blue and White Niles, a symbol of the country's geographical and historical unity. Sudan boasts one of the richest archaeological heritages on the continent, notably the pyramids of Meroe, remnants of the Kingdom of Kush, which bear witness to the grandeur of Nubian civilizations. Despite a history marked by political challenges, internal conflicts, and the 2011 secession from the south, the Sudanese people remain deeply resilient, driven by a strong sense of solidarity and creativity. The souks, traditional arts, and Nubian music evoke an ancient and vibrant culture. The country is also a land of natural contrasts. Vast deserts, fertile agricultural areas along the Nile, and mountainous landscapes in the east. Sudan is renowned for its simple yet flavorful cuisine, warm hospitality, and vibrant Sufi traditions. Today, despite the crises, Sudan continues to embody a country of immense resources, a millennia-old history, and exceptional human potential. The world's youngest country, born in 2011, South Sudan symbolizes the African quest for independence. After decades of war, it has gained its freedom, but the path to peace and development remains arduous. It is a country of immense natural wealth, forests, rivers, oil, and ethnic diversity. Juba, the capital, buzzes with hope and reconstruction. The South Sudanese people, despite their suffering, maintain an unwavering faith in the future. Culture, dance, and community solidarity are pillars of survival and identity. South Sudan embodies the youth of Africa, those still learning to walk but who never give up on getting back up. Tanzania is one of East Africa's most iconic countries, a land where nature, culture, and history intertwine in spectacular ways. Its political capital, Dodoma, and its economic capital, Dar es Salaam, reflect this duality. One administrative and tranquil, the other vibrant, coastal, and trade-oriented. Tanzania is best known for its unique natural wonders. Mount Kilimanjaro, Africa's highest peak, attracts thousands of hikers every year. While the Serengeti is home to the Great Migration, one of the world's most awe-inspiring wildlife spectacles. Zanzibar adds an incomparable historical and cultural dimension. This archipelago with its turquoise beaches has long been a center of the spice trade and a crossroads between Africa, Arabia, and Asia. Its Old Town, Stone Town, a UNESCO World Heritage Site, bears witness to this profound cultural fusion. Tanzania is also a country rich in people. More than 120 ethnic groups coexist there, united by the Swahili language, one of the most widely spoken on the continent. Chad, a vast country in Central Africa, is a land of contrasts where desert, savanna, and wetlands meet. Its capital N'Djamena, located on the banks of the Shari River, is the political and economic heart of the country. A blend of modernity and tradition, it reflects Chad's cultural diversity. The people of Chad comprise more than 200 ethnic groups, including the Sera, the Tubu, the Arabs, the Kanembu, and the Goran. This diverse population creates a unique cultural richness, evident in the languages, music, and customs that vary from region to region. One of the country's jewels is the Enedi Plateau, a UNESCO World Heritage Site. This rocky desert, sculpted by the wind, is home to arches, canyons, rock paintings, and oases, forming one of the most impressive landscapes in the Sahara. Zakuma National Park, one of the most beautiful in Africa, is a sanctuary for elephants, giraffes, lions, and antelopes. Restored after years of poaching, it is now a symbol of ecological renewal for the country. Togo is a small West African country, but one of remarkable cultural and natural wealth. Its capital, Lomé, is a vibrant coastal city known for its beach, large market, colorful handicrafts, and welcoming atmosphere. From wax print fabrics and wood carvings to traditional jewelry and leather goods, Togolese craftsmanship reflects exceptional expertise passed down through generations. Leaving the coast for the interior of the country, one discovers the magnificent Kpalim Falls, one of Togo's most visited natural sites. The Nok or Nangbani Caves, often called Nagu Caves, are a fascinating historical site located near Kanda, in the Kara region. Carved into the rock, they once served as strategic refuges for local populations fleeing conflicts. In the northeast, the Kutamaku region, a UNESCO World Heritage Site, is home to the Batamariba people. Their earthen tower houses, called tatas, are true works of traditional architecture, perfectly adapted to the community's ancestral way of life. Located in the far north of Africa, Tunisia is a land of contrasts where the Sahara Desert meets the Mediterranean Sea. The cradle of the powerful Carthaginian civilization, it was the heart of the empire of Hannibal, the legendary general who defied Rome. Later, Tunisia became a center of Arab and Islamic culture, as well as a bridge between Africa and Europe. Its medinas, like that of Tunis, are veritable labyrinths of history. The country is also the starting point of the Arab Spring in 2011, which shook the world. Today, despite political and economic challenges, Tunisia remains a symbol of resilience and openness. From its Mediterranean beaches to the dunes of Daouz, it embodies the beauty of an Africa turned towards the sea and modernity, while retaining the ancient soul of Carthage. In the heart of southern Africa, Zambia is a land of natural wonders, home to one of the 7 wonders of the world, Victoria Falls, known locally as Masioe Tunya, meaning the smoke that thunders. This magnificent spectacle, on the border with Zimbabwe, is a symbol of power and beauty. Its capital, Lusaka, is a rapidly growing, dynamic, and multicultural city, where bustling markets, modern neighborhoods, and a young, forward-thinking population coexist. The Zambian people comprise more than 70 ethnic groups, and this cultural diversity is reflected in Zambian music, characterized by traditional dances and songs, as well as a vibrant contemporary scene. Economically, Zambia is one of the world's largest producers of cobalt and copper, essential for batteries and modern technologies. Zambia is also renowned for its exquisite craftsmanship, particularly basket weaving, a skill passed down through generations. Finally, the country is home to some of Africa's most beautiful national parks, sanctuaries for elephants, leopards, lions, and exceptional biodiversity. The final leg of our journey takes us to Zimbabwe, formerly known as Southern Rhodesia under British rule. It reverted to its current name in 1980 upon gaining independence. The name derives from the archaeological site of Great Zimbabwe, an ancient city built between the 11th and 15th centuries, a testament to the grandeur of African civilizations before colonization. Harare, the capital of Zimbabwe, is a modern, verdant city with a pleasant climate. Known for its wide, tree-lined avenues, art galleries, bustling markets, and vibrant culture, it embodies the country's energy. The spectacular Victoria Falls, shared with Zambia, are among the largest in the world. The country is also home to Mana Pools National Park, a UNESCO World Heritage Site, renowned for its elephants, lions, African wild dogs, and extraordinary river landscapes, perfect for safaris. The country was long known as the breadbasket of Africa, for the fertility of its land. Despite economic and political crises, the Zimbabwean people remain remarkably courageous. Thank you for traveling with us through the wonders of Africa. If this journey has introduced you to at least one landscape, culture, or story you didn't know existed, then our mission is accomplished. Don't forget to like the video, subscribe, and share it to help spread the light of Africa beyond its borders. See you soon in a new video on Africa Revealed.